Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley will be happening this Saturday. And well, I'm going to talk about each fighter and give my prediction at the end of the video on why it might not be that close of a fight. Starting off with Aljamain Sterling, the big advantage he's going to have going in against Sean O'Malley is weight. He has to cut from 165 to 170 all the way to 135. And, he gets obviously most of it back from the weight cut. And when it comes to, the grappling exchanges and he has to go and wrestle with them, especially take his back, it's going to be quite a struggle for Sean O'Malley to go against, especially since Aljamain Sterling's the biggest person in that weight class. We're talking about Aljamain Sterling, who's the best at getting to your rear naked choke, who's the best at getting to the back out of anyone in this division, and probably is one of the best to do it in the UFC. Sean O'Malley, one of the disadvantages, one of the things that kind of worries me is his grappling defense, right? He showed a little bit of promise in the Petrion fight, but then again, also in the second round of that fight, Petrion was dominating on the ground against Sean O'Malley with the ground and pound. So it's a little questionable, and especially there are a few instances as well of Petrion getting to the back. Aljamain Sterling doesn't let that go. If he gets to your back, he's going to be there throughout almost the whole round. And we're also talking about Aljamain Sterling who went toe to toe with Henry Cejudo. Another reason of why Aljamain Sterling can win this fight is the strikes to the body. In his last fight against Henry Cejudo, he was landing a lot of kicks to the body. He was switching from orthodox to southpaw. Like I said, landing the kicks to the body, and the calf kicks as well really did help Sterling edge out the fight against Cejudo as well. He showed a lot of promise in the striking department with the kicks. And, with Sean O'Malley having to be almost 6 foot tall, he gives more room for Aljamain Sterling to land kicks to the body since Sean O'Malley is a very lengthy fighter. Some of the things that worry about me for Aljamain Sterling coming to this fight, and it showed in the last fight in a couple of occasions, is he sometimes has his hands down when he goes into for some strikes. Before I show this clip, I made a mistake on the recording. I actually said that Cejudo did not land his head kick on Aljamain, even though he did. I just want to correct that before I show this clip. You guys go 3 minutes and 55 seconds left of the second round. One of the concerns that may translate to the Sean O'Malley fight is his hands being down, right? You go here, you see his hands already being down here in the striking distance against Cejudo. He throws a leg kick to the leg, and then Cejudo barely misses that head kick. If you guys saw in that pause, you see how close it was to landing into the head. He cannot get away from that against Sean O'Malley, and that's one of the concerning parts, that I see coming into this fight is he can't be having his hands low in striking distance, especially against a very accurate striker in Sean O'Malley. Another instance of his hands being low, he's throwing these leg kicks to the body. Joe Rogan even specifies that his hands are very low in these kicks. And this is where Sean O'Malley has the advantage on this fight, is the striking department. Aljamain Sterling cannot go 25 minutes toe-to-toe with Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley is the overall better striker than Aljamain, and he has to go to the ground. He has to grapple against Sean O'Malley. And this is where I have my prediction for this fight. So I will have Aljamain Sterling winning this fight by second round submission. Sean O'Malley's grappling I'm not too confident with. And Aljamain Sterling is not going to be striking for all 25 minutes. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more content just like this. And the end of the year goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers.